So, here's the updated thing from the P1 trials. I am now level 32, and I've played for almost 57 hours. The shocking thing about that is, I just looked at my in total time from before. I did not expect to be able to play through the P1 trials from the 2-hour line, because it did take me a long time before. But surprisingly, this time it didn't really take that long. Welcome back for some more Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. This is it. We have done everything we needed to before going through the final chapter. But before anything else, I'm going to do the lottery. And I've decided on my part that I'm not going to have... and it's the 10th of May for me, so that's why I'm saying it this way. Not gonna have ice cream, but first I'm gonna check the lottery, and I'm not using the money badge. Also, how many items do I have? 18. So all of the items I have with me, the jam and jelly was for something else. I had 2 jam and jellies, like I bought 2 jam and jellies, and that was because of the expectation I was going to need them. Surprisingly, I didn't. Also, updating on all of this, the badge list I have not completed. I have 2 more badges to get. One I know of, but the other I don't. And the one that I know of is called the P up, D down, P badge, but I don't know what this is. Don't even know how to get it. I don't think the badge shop has anything for that. I don't even think the post-game badge shop will have anything for that. But otherwise, because I'm gonna check on that. I might have already checked through the end of the video last time, but it's been a long time, so I'm going to check there. And there's nothing new in the arcade area either. I'm actually curious if there is a new side quest thing for the post-game, because if there is, that would be pretty neat. I don't quite remember because I looked, but there was nothing. I got every star piece, I gotta remember that. I gotta save through the P1 the trials as well, because there is going to be a partner scene in the very beginning. I know that because every beginning of the chapter has it. But this is going to be it. And I'm going to show off the scene as well in the post game.
Once we get our final crystal star in the Thousand Year Door, something special will happen. I was going to state the rules by saying that I'm not going to use the first attack badge, because every enemy at this point in Chapter 8 will only give out 1 star point. In the original, I think it would give out none. As well, I am not going to use the money badge reason, because the money badge will pretty much be in Feeling Fine P I'm keeping, because I don't really care if Mario gets hit, but I do care if everyone else gets hit. Just seeing what all I gotta get, not what all I'm going to get rid of. Item Hog I'm keeping just in case. Flower Finder I'm keeping, even though it doesn't really matter there. Power Bounce I'm keeping because of a certain boss. Damage Dodge. I could do Damage Dodge. I don't know how to get the P up, D down, P. I think that's probably going to be in the final chapter, but otherwise I don't know what other badges I would be able to get. So Miss Mouse will still be useful, because there might still be something that I need. The Ice Power Badge I'm keeping because there is going to be an enemy that it will be effective against. Power Smash I'm keeping because what if there's going to be an epic thing on the stage. But other than that, I'm not using Return Postage, even if it's pretty useful in the final chapter, dealing half the damage back to the enemies. And I think that also works against bosses. I'm not going to use Defend Plus either. Well, I'm thinking about using, not Flower Saver either, because I don't really care about using it. Lucky Start might be a good idea, but I also want to make it a little bit trickier. I am going to use... It was a 2 BP thing, so I'm going to use Damage Dodge. And then I'm going to... I'm thinking I might... Nah, I'm not. I was going to use a P up, D down, or a P down, D up, but that doesn't really matter too much to me. Funnily enough, I don't know what else I want to put on. I haven't even shown the tornado jump yet. It's not really something worth showing, but I will show it in one of the battles. So I'll do that. Never succumb to a first strike I don't really want. I prefer it simple. I think that's it. What was... Oh yeah, FP drain will lower the attack power by 1, but restore an FP per hit.
Entering through the big door. Entering through the door to the darkness that is ahead. I am going to do it in the partner order of what you see. I'm going to do every partner that we have, but not technically in chronological order. Doing it by wheel instead of by anything else. If you went to Professor Frankly's house like a before, Frankly will not be in his house. What kept you, Mario? The Pavement Trials, that's what. Anyway, there's nobody here. As such, I can only conclude they used some special method to pass through the door. Okay then. It's all come down to this. Hurry now, Mario. Hold aloft the last crystal star. I honestly wonder if every partner's gonna talk here. I don't quite remember this, honestly. I do remember the final scenes where there's gonna be a lot of resets there, but otherwise, I don't quite know. I love this aesthetic of a scene because I'm pretty sure in the original it wasn't like this. Look, the door. Wow, look, the door. Oh my, look, the door. Look, the door. Look, the door. Well, look, the door. Eep, look, the door. Crackety, look, the door. First it was crockety and now you say crackety. At long last, the entrance to the Palace of Shadow has been opened. Before Princess Peach falls victim to that fiend, before he takes over the world, you must rescue the princess and stop this cataclysm. Come on, Mario. Let's roll, Mario. Let's go, Mario. Let's rock into us. I'm ready, Mario. Into the breach, Mario. This is the theme that you'll hear before entering the Dossier door, but I'm doing resets because I'm then going to do a long loop and saving again. I said it already, and I'm going to just say here. In the entirety of Chapter 8, and I'm not kidding, I played as Vivian the entire time. I'm not going to do that here, but that is what I did the entire time in the final chapter. And off screen there, I was like, I bet if I try to play this as Vivian all the time, people are going to get so bored of that. So I'm going to try my best to, until the final boss, to play as other partners. Mainly Koops, Flurry maybe. Goombella I'm not playing as at all because I've already tattled on all of the enemies that would be in Chapter 8. But otherwise, doing it as Koops, doing it as likely Blue, Flurry maybe, Bobbery, and Vivian sometimes. But that is until the final boss, where I will battle against them as Vivian, since she is a really useful ally, because she's the only one that inflicts status conditions, which is very neat. Oh, well, I guess I'm showing the scene now. I was going to show in the post-game, but I completely forgot that. I always forget about the fact that as soon as you do the Crystal Star bit, the scene shows. I always think it happens when you enter the chapter at least once, but I'm always wrong. Like, when you enter the chapter after you place the Crystal Star and it does your door. I don't know why I always think that way, but that is pretty much the thought process every time, but I'm always wrong. And I already said it, but I'm not gonna have Merle. I'm not gonna get Merle's spells Again, I feel like I still have a lot of turns left for that to last. Even if I get the cheap double star points during an enemy battle, because I'm very sure that every enemy battle is going to give me 1 star point each. But, and then there's those bullet bills I completely forgot about that existed in the final chapter. We entered through the giant door with a portal that showed, but instead it wasn't a portal, it was just a gateway to darkness. The Palace of Shadow is in this very door. The door will close and open at will, just like in Super Paper Mario, but this was the game that introduced that kind of deal. Chapter 8, The 1000-Year Door. That's the name of the game. Welcome to the Palace of Shadow. A maze, a labyrinth that is like a maze, I should say. It's like a castle, but also like a maze. What an unpleasant place, but we don't have a choice in the matter. We have to get in there and save Peach before this gets any more out of hand. Let's go, dearie. This place is freaky, but we don't have a choice, Mario. We've got to get in there and save Peach before this gets out of hand. Come on, Mario. Okay, this place is scary, but I guess we don't have a choice, huh? We have to power through and save Peach before things get out of hand. Let's go, Mario. My, what an unpleasant place, but I suppose we have no choice. We must go onward and save Peach before the situation spirals beyond our control. You are the first of many, I believe, and probably the only one that will say that instead of out of hand. Let's move on, darling. I'm sort of surprised with myself because I was expecting myself to stutter, since a lot of the time now I've lost my confidence with being social. Like, that will change, but I pretty much lost that social confidence that I used to have. Don't know why. I just lost it of oddities. Of all oddities, I've just surprisingly lost my confidence. I've lost my touch. Whoa, this place is nasty, but we don't have a choice. We've got to cruise through and save Peach before this whole cataclysm happens. Okay, never mind then. Come on, Gonzalez. Never mind about what I said. Apparently, just Goombella, Koops, and Miss Mouse are the ones that says out of hand. Or maybe even Vivian. I don't remember everything. This place is unsettling, but we have no choice. We have to get in there and save Peach before things get any more out of control. Let's go, Mario.
This place is rather ugly, but we haven't no choice in the matter, old boy. We must get in there and save...
Whoa! I freaking knew it.
And save Peach before this hullabaloo goes any further.
Hullabaloo!
Let's go, dear boy.
Good grief. I freaking knew it. Freaking knew that Barbary was gonna say something funny. What does Goombella say? This is the entrance to the Palace of Shadow. It's seen no visitors for 1,000 years. It's so big, it kind of overwhelms you, doesn't it? I don't like the vibe from this place. Maybe it's just my nerves. It's funny to me because to me it actually looks rather cool. Only because of all of the Castle Black schemes, even though this game came out before. So I'm pretty much using Miss Mouse because of in case there are any hidden items or something of the sort. There is something over here, which is down here, I believe. No, that's just there for some odd reason. There are no star pieces and there are no shine sprites, obviously. I've said that already. Oh, there is no battle theme. I thought there was. I thought there was a battle theme, but it just continues. I completely forgot about that. I'm gonna see if this. I'm just gonna see. Really? Of course that fails. Miss Mouse is gonna be useless here. I'm going to do blue. I'm going to do ground pound on this guy. I have to make sure that it doesn't leach the HP. Unable to show off the tornado jump yet. I don't know how I don't have all of my SP. Oh, really? A freaking dried shroom is what I got. Of all items, I get that. Oh, come on! Oh, at least we won. I actually forgot Stampede does that. It's like Quake, but in a better way. Well, at least I'm able to use that dried shroom. Even without the money badge, this is a lot of coins. I'm gonna use the dried shroom on the Mario. I can't first strike you. Pretty much gonna battle every enemy here, apparently. Flames. It's just all flames. Multi-bounce. And then not Toad. Yoshi, I'm going to use Stampede again. There it is. I just have to do it like almost instantly. I remember there was a timing to that. It's very hard to do. Well, at least to me it is. It's not that hard for some people. Again, a freaking dried shroom. Is that all you freaking vampires drop? Oh, there it is. It's a shooting star. That was it, right? No, there's something else. Okay, it's upwards then. Because of the fact that I didn't know there was an upwards direction. Either that or there's a hidden block. Nope, there's something here. A stopwatch. Nope, don't need it. Saving again. Actually, I'm very sure there are not the only partner scenes that are in this chapter, but I might be wrong, are in the boss scenes, because there are, and I'm not kidding on this, 5 bosses in this chapter. That is, and you would know one of them if you would count. And I'll get this, why not? I'm gonna throw away the dried shroom or just use it. When did I get this? I'm very confused. Use this on blue. What was I saying? Gosh darn it, I already forgot. Whatever. I don't remember what I said. I swear it was not that hard to remember. What was it? Something about this chapter. Something about the stopwatch. No, it was something else. Gosh darn it, I already forgot. Man, I guess I gotta correct myself in words about what the heck I said. So I'm gonna normal jump on this guy. That was not at all what I thought would happen. Swap to Vivian because Vivian's actually useful against these guys. Fire Jinx, I'm gonna hope it works. Beat backs! What the heck? Now I'm just... It was something. I swear I would remember. This is bothering me. think it was something that wasn't that important.
Freaking tonic.
What the heck? No, it was backwards. What the heck is going on? Crap. Well, I guess that means I'm gonna be able to get all the SP that is unnecessary. Which is why I won't get it yet. Pretty much for all of the boss battles except for one, I'm not going to use the power lift because of the HP. The final boss's HP is what matters for me using power lift, because it's just like, you know, the Rev on the Trials says that that there was a boss that was harder than the final boss. And for my counter argument, I would say that that's not necessarily true. The final boss is still hard. Now these bullet bills are known as, I think, bomber bills. I might be wrong. They are called bombshell bills. I was close. Multi-bounce. They have 3 HP. I think their attack were like 6 or 8. I don't quite remember. Not the bomb title. These are the only enemies that appear in this chapter that don't appear in the Pit of Under Trials. It was 6. That's a bombshell bill. These things are repeatedly shot out by bombshell bill blasters. Max HP is 3, attack is 6, and defense is 2. Its attack is high, but its HP is low. So take it out before it takes you out. Then again, if you focus on these guys, you'll never win. Smack that bombshell bill blaster! Everyone has a use. I couldn't figure out the super guard timing, so that's why I just blocked. I feel like I might level up once. But I already predicted on star points for it. Ooh, there's another mushroom here! I'm actually gonna use that on Mario. No one else needs it. Booyah! Bombshell Bill Blaster. I think these Bombshell Bill Blasters have 8 HP, and their defenses, for what I saw, is 4. I wish I had the piercing blow badge. Gosh darn it. Get away! Cattle. Bombshell Bill Blaster. If I remember that they shortened it for B Bill. Nope. Oh, it doesn't have... Oh yeah, there's the defense. That's a Bombshell Bill Blaster. It fires bombshell bills. Makes sense, right? Max HP is 10 and defense is 4. It's really, really tough. Yeah, hard to hurt this guy. Hard to hurt this guy. The hard thing is, if you don't take it out, it'll keep shooting bombshell bills at you. So you gotta figure out a way to beat it, and fast. I know a way. It's simple, really. I'm going to use Art Attack on it. Yet again, it won't give you much of a reward, but that's only because I did a Pit of Under Trials first. Ugh. Oh, come on. Won't even be able to get an excellent. Sort of funny how I remember that when I did a Pit of Under Trials, I was still given like a star point. And yet, that's the thing. There were no Amazing Daisies off screen when I did the Pit of Under Trials the first time. That was insanely lucky there. Oh my word, that is it. The all or nothing badge. That was the badge that I completely forgot about. Boost attack if by properly executing action commands. Drops a 0 if failed. I completely forgot about that badge. Of course, I get the Vulture right as soon as I stopped recording, noticing how much I've recorded, I'm going to throw that away. That's the thing. Flying enemies won't be able to get things stolen from them. Which sucks. Another freaking Voltrum! Look at that! Ah! It had an ice storm and yeah, it dropped a Voltrum. First was a dry troops and now it just dropped Voltrums all of a sudden. And now you have another ice storm. What's next? You gotta drop another freaking Voltrum? I love games that drop random items, but still. Oh no, not again! I think it's up. Yes. Because the bottom right corner also has spikes. Fire bars! It's just like in Paper Mario 1. If you jump over these flames, it'll be like hot rope jump. Or am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. Crap. It was going faster. Oh my word! Wow, it's so much slower than I thought it would be. Another one of those. Well, there's the 5 coins that dropped, but I won't be able to get them because of the freaking fire bar. Never mind, I got them. Oh, this. Trust me, it does require me to do this. Oh, I was wrong. At least it respawns me over here. Alright. There's the heart block, but I'm actually, oh screw it, I am, because I don't have that much FP. What a humongous room. I'd say it was pretty, but even this place feels weird. It's like the whole palace got cursed or something. Did you just say duh to me? Actually off screen, I remembered I did say, well duh, of course it is. And when she said, well duh, when she said, did you just say duh to me, I laughed so hard. Also, is this another spiky room? No, I remember this now. This is where you battle against the final dry bones in this area. The Dark Bones. Look how cool this guy looks. Whoops.
Blur, blur. None shall pass by. Let those who would disturb her sleep fall into the depths of endless darkness.
Eek!
May the intruder never find the key to this door.
I'm not resetting. So this guy just scurries around. It's just like the pink bones. Mini boss. Dark Bones. This guy will be a piece of cake to take out. Look at all that. Good grief. This steam. Ooh. Title on the Dark Bones. I freaking love the Dark Bones, honestly. It's so cool. That's the Dark Bones. It's the baddest of the Bones gang. Max HP is 20, attack is 5, and defense is 2. When its HP goes down to 0, it collapses into a pile, but it will eventually rise again. Violent explosions will put a permanent end to it getting back up. Uh-oh. Its HP is high, so it's hard to take it down. Like any other bones, it sometimes builds friends if it feels outnumbered. It's a pretty tough enemy. You'd better take it out. You'd better take it and its buddies out all at once. Yet again, I'm using Art Attack for this. Even though I feel like what I should have done was Hypernova. Not Hypernova, Supernova. Oh my word. That was bad. Really? How did that one not get down? Oh man. Direct attacks will be countered. The hammer doesn't count, but neither will this. Also, it's time to switch to Vivian. Easy. Oh. Fail. No. What am I doing? What am I thinking? Ayapa. Ayapa. Goodbye. Only 1 star point, and that was what the Dark Bones dropped. It dropped 1 star point. That's funny. Palace key.